Top of the morning, everyone. It's been a while since I did a video again, and changed up the setup. If it sounds any different, I'm using my GoPro 8. I got the mic attachment on it with the media mod, so let's see how it sounds. But just gonna try to make this a quick one too, because Jesus Christ, the dog scared the fuck out of me. All right, so like I was saying, luckily they got an electric fence, so dog won't get any closer. Yeah, already heart rate's up. That's good, right? I'm gonna go for a little morning walk. So might not be able to go long on this one, just due to the fact that I got the media mod, I got the mic, and as everybody knows, when they're doing vlogs or whatever with a GoPro, battery life is not that good. And I'm looking at it, says 62%. Might go dead. So let's get to the point on this one, on this video that I'm uploading today. It is Saturday. I'm just gonna do this walk. I gotta burn some calories because I am going to a food truck festival later today, so that's gonna be good. I'm gonna be a little fat boy. That's okay. But let's get to the, no, I don't want that cable. Let's get to the nitty gritty. It's been 6 months since my last update. And then I got another video that I posted after that, which was just a time lapse going over to the track. Still got the GTI, still running. I haven't done any work on the Jetta. But it goes down to what basically this vlog is going to be about, where in a matter of 6 months from when I did that last video, mental health, let's get with this. Whenever somebody asks me, how are you doing? I always joke around with a smile and I say physically or mentally. They, get the normal reply of both. I basically straight up honestly tell them, like, physically, it could be better. And that's why I'm walking. Mentally, it's worse than a roller coaster. It has its ups, it has its downs. But now again, before we go anywhere, like, disclaimer, I'm not thinking about jumping off a cliff. I'm not thinking about offing myself. I always tell people I plan to live forever. If there was a chance for me to be immortal, I'm not gonna lie, I would do it. But hey, you know what? I want to try to live as long as possible. But it has its ups, it has its downs, and it's been a struggle. And for a lot of other people, they're having a struggle too. So, hey man, just my little thing. If you're going through a struggle, hang on. Holy shit, the battery already went down to 50%. This vlog might be shorter than I thought. But anyway, hang on. Just keep it moving, man. Like, we need you. unless you're killing people, then no, then we don't need you. go to jail. But been hanging in there 6 months since my last video. And I just been busy with work. Work, home, trying to keep the social life out there of, like, hanging out with friends whenever we can, karaokeing, hitting up breweries, trying to do as much as possible. But keeping it moving, paying the bills. And that goes, speaking of paying the bills, that goes on to the next topic. The economy. Well, can't say much more about the economy, but just seeing with the interest rates, things are getting more expensive. Interest rates are going up. It's another tough battle. But again, day by day, just trying to make do with what we got. No, I'm not gonna go there because that sounds like another. Oh no, it's a little small dog. It's just trying to do as best as we can. A lot of people out there struggling, working 2 jobs, doing whatever they got to do. Hell, I even thought about starting up on OnlyFans and selling pictures of my feet. If you're interested in that, leave a comment down below. And we'll work on pricing. But we got that going on. But I just say we just got to keep it moving and stuff like that, man. Can't stay strictly. Yeah, is it a hustle? Well, you could say it's a hustle and stuff, but I just say at this point in the day and age, it's just regular life now. But we got that small, mini thing going on. Job-wise for me, it's doing pretty well. I'm learning a lot. Still handling a lot of the optics that I'm doing. I'm starting to understand what I have to do at my job. Ooh. I remember playing around with these at my old neighborhood. But yeah, I'm starting to learn the optics. Starting to learn the whole thing of the semiconductor industry. And I know I probably was off frame on that one. And it's doing pretty well, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what the future of me in ASML is going to be. It still is very slow pace, so I can feel like when most of the times when there's not much work to do, it gets a little bit like, it makes my anxiety, I guess, go a little bit bugged out, because there's some times when there's no supply chain issue, or when there is a supply chain issue, don't have much to do. So we're just doing like some CBT, computer-based training, and just doing a little bit of nothing. And that kind of drives me crazy, because I'm a person that likes to try to be as active as possible. I like working with my hands. So, but it's still a learning curve, so I like it. And if you do hear a little bit of noise in the background, I'll show you why. They got the fountains, or not fountains, they got the little sprinklers on, give you a little ambiance. And now back to what I was saying, my car, the Jetta. So it's probably going to be another year. Another year she ain't going to be running. Again, because money's tight. Again, with the bills going up, I got a newer car, so the expenses on that, like I miss the days, like with my old GTIs, Jetta, and the Explorer. When you got 15-inch tires, whew, tires are easy to find, cheap, good to go. But boy, when you move up to 18s, man, the price goes up pretty drastically. So, I had to get tires. I got a check engine light that's coming on for the ozone sensor. People with Mark 6 GTI, I don't know if Mark 7s have them, but there's apparently a sensor that's on the radiator, and it can potentially trigger a hard cold. And mine is intermittent, but what sucks is that the only way to fix it is replacing the entire radiator. You can't get the sensor itself. So that's an L. But hey, it is what it is. But as of right now, it's intermittent. There's times when it turns off on its own, and I'm okay with that. Like, definitely turn off, but I don't have to go to emissions yet. And generally, when I do clear the code, I can drive way past the drive cycle. So whenever I do got to go to emissions, I'll do that. I'll clear it, do a nice little drive cycle, go straight to the emissions thing, and it should, in theory, pass. But we got that. So, but GTI still running. There's a lot. Again, I haven't lowered it. I haven't done no mods on it, and I'm just holding off on that because, again, budget, money. Hopefully next year, but again, I would hate to try to save it to next year, but next year when I get the bonus, get a raise, hopefully I really want to get the Mark II back on the road. I miss ripping gears, so I said that last time on the other video, but the Dragonfly almost smacked me in my face, great. But we'll see what we got. But as you can see today, nice beautiful day. Got some good sun, very small breeze. But nice little pond action going on. After the food truck festival, because it is running from 12 to 10, I don't think I'm going to stay. Well, definitely not staying there from 12 to 10. That's a lot of food. Again, I'm a fat boy, but on this food truck fest, probably leave there early, then head back down to the brewery down in Bridgeport, because they do have the skating thing going on. And I think I mentioned that on my last video, where I said, I might do some skating and stuff like that. Well, I do want to skate, but again, going back to the thing that I've said before, budget. Money's tight. Skates, yes, I can get skates cheap, but again, it's one of those things. I'm like, do I need skates? No, not really. If you saw, like, basically on my walk here, Yeah, I live in a hilly area. It's a lot of hills, and last time I tried to ride my bicycle around here, I almost died. I mean, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. Because as we know, going downhill, no problem. But on the ride back, what's a little bit annoying about this town is that it might look flat, but it's a nice gradual incline. So when you start riding there, you're just like, man, I'm fucking non-stop pedaling. Next thing you know, you're fucking passed out on the side of the road because you're going uphill. But beyond that, that's why I decided to come out for a nice little walk. I'm not in the proper shoes, I'm in my DCs. But going for a walk. How many steps I got in so far? 1,500 steps. And doing pretty good. A lot more people are joining in onto the park. We got a nice lady, she got a big old dog. But yeah. What time is it right now? 9:23. I'm doing good for time because I gotta go pick up a friend. And I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I bet you I look beautiful. That might be my I forgot what the fuck they call it. That might be what I'll make for the video, the opening of me just fucking spitting everywhere. COVID. Putting it, oh shit, I said that, now it's gonna fucking put the tag on my video probably. But other than that, everything's good. Oh, my family, my sister and my mom, they're doing well. Doing very well. My sister, she's on the grind too. She's working as hard as she can. She is a nurse. She's seen a lot of crazy stuff. But she's managing. My mom, her mental health and her, physically and mental health, she's doing very good. Well, physically she's doing good. I honestly think my mom's probably going to be 101 or whatever, but she's doing well. But she got the dog. Bodie's doing good. Bodie's doing very, very good. He's annoying as all hell. But my mom is bored. Like, she's also bored because back in our old neighborhood, she can get out of the house, walk to the bodega, buy stuff that she don't need and stuff. But around here, again, the hills, my mom, her knees ain't that good. But typical old mom, their knees are never good because she wobbling and stuff. But I try to get her out if I can. Matter of fact, it would have been nice to take her out right now, but my sister, she's tired, man. She's working hard. Again, we're all working hard. We're all tired. We're playing those lotto tickets, and don't want to say we're putting everything all into it. I just play 2 or 3 tickets for Powerball Mega, but I know a lot of people are just putting as much as they can into it and really depending on winning. Just check my battery. They're depending on winning. Us, hey, like I tell people, $2 in a dream. And if I don't hit, we don't hit. And because I'll be honest, if I hit the Powerball or the Mega, I'm still gonna work because I gotta stay active. But if I do hit the Mega or Power, get a nice house with a nice big garage, and then that's when the cars start rolling in, and I'll be able to stay active that way. But do what you gotta do. But yeah, mom and sister's doing good. Other family members, I guess they're doing fine. Whenever I get the little updates from my mom, whenever she talks to them, I guess they're doing well. How many stops I got in so far again? 1,800, all right. I do remember I had a goal set that I wanted to be able to jog a mile. That's going to take a while. And especially with me going to get to a food truck festival, pretty much all this walking that I'm going to do is null and void. Because there's a great chance I'm going to have some nice tater tots with a lot of cheese and bacon. Might do a couple tacos. And maybe some wings. Gotta have some wings. I'm doing a shortcut. There's like a little more path going that way. I'm not going that way. I'm going over the bridge again. Let me see. Hang on a second. Usually there's like, oh, there's this little red thing that just flew on my camera. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone. Actually, that might be my hair. Wait, I almost died. Do you see that? Yeah, there's usually like little fish in the pond and stuff like that. Oh, speaking of that, might be my hair. If you notice, my hair is a different color. Last video, it was a little bit on the colder side 6 months ago, and I just decided to start growing my hair, obviously, and dyeing it. First color I did was purple. Kept that for about a little over a month. Oh, those doggies, huh? Then the second color I did pink, and then that pink eventually, as I washed my hair, faded away to like kind of like a peachy color, and now it's red. But this might be the last color. You know, it's grown. I know I got to get a shape up, but I enjoyed it, and I think soon it's gonna get chopped off, potentially. But we'll see what happens. Will I do another color? I don't know, but people are liking it. People are liking it. I'm liking it, because again, it's different. Let's see, 33% on the battery, 16 minutes in. All right, let's start the walk on the way back to the house, because I'm actually surprised. I thought this battery was going to die out a little bit sooner, but she's holding on pretty good. Maybe on the settings wise, I'll probably change it down to maybe 30 frames a second. I don't think I need to do 60 frames a second that I got right now. And that'll probably potentially help the battery last a little bit longer. But so now, yeah, let's start the trek back. What else do I got? What other updates I got? Again, 6 months. When you're just going home and work and stuff like that, there's not really much you can update. But I haven't been to any car shows. Not particularly because I'm just going working home and stuff, but the car stuff is kind of, I don't want to say it's dying down. It is getting a little bit more minimized, but let's say, for example, like a Cars and Coffee. I enjoy going to like some Cars and Coffees and stuff, but let's say back in the neighborhood of like Milford, you know, Fairfield was doing it and stuff, you generally see the same cars all the time. You're not really seeing, you might see a couple here and there, but in particular, when you do go to some of the Cars and Coffee, you got the people that are coming in with, again, it's a car get together and stuff, but you're seeing somebody coming in there with like a bone stock. Let's pick on them because it's usually what they do it to themselves. Your Corvette owners. You got someone coming in with a C6, you know, a C7. They'll have some tchotchke, you know, vanity plate that just makes you, that, you know, reminds you that they're driving a Corvette. And, you know, it's just like, okay. And then, you know, you got your other people coming in with a high dollar car, you know, a McLaren or, you know, the new Supra and stuff. And it's like, okay, it's cool, you know, thank you for coming out, supporting, you know, the car community. But then you go to like another Cars and Coffee a following week, and it's the same cars. So, you know, it gets kind of boring. It's like you don't want to do the drive there no more. But then, you know, you do get some shows, some events, where you are seeing something different. Cars with swaps, you know, full restorations and stuff. Then you're like, okay, it's interesting. But I haven't gone to many. And then the other thing we know, drag racing tracks are closing left and right. And that's unfortunate, because, you know, a lot of us, we love drag racing. And one person did make a good point. He said, like, it's particularly for us tri-staters, you know, New Englanders and stuff, when the track is only open 6 months out of the year, give or take, you know, in the warmer seasons, it's tough for them. But we're also seeing tracks that are, you know, like down in Florida, Texas or whatever, they're open, you know, they got the warm weather all the time, and there's tracks down there closing down. And good morning. And they're doing these videos, I mean, not videos, they're closing down because, like, somebody made a point, like, you know, from other topics and chats of stuff, they're closing down to people that are doing auctions, like, you know, big auction lots and stuff, and they need the parking space and stuff. But they just offer them that big lump sum. Hey, we want it, bang, throw down a big fat stack of cash. And like, let's say, you know, Atco, New Jersey, hell, the same thing happened to Englishtown, where, hey, the event, the community, people are great, but they only making that money within that 6 months time frame, and then they're out. And when somebody gives them a whole bunch of cash up front, and then they realize, they go, hey, I don't have to worry about maintaining this place anymore and stuff, that'd be someone else's problem, they take the money and bail. Or, you know, noise and stuff, like, you know, tracks. And then you got developers building houses next to a track. Then you got the people that know that there's a track, but then they want to complain about the noise. I don't even think it's really about the noise of the track. It's more of the traffic going through. And I'm not guilty of it, because, again, I barely go anywhere. I don't have a car that's worth bringing. But let's do, say, for example, your house is on the way to the track, and it could be 2 miles away, 3 miles away, and then you got somebody with an open exhaust car doing a rip up the street. I think that's what the real problem is. And then, oh, why is all these cars coming by making all this noise? Well, they're on the way to the track. On the track. So that's basically what happened to Lime Rock, I think. A lot of they don't do no racing there on Sundays, because of noise, the traffic. And I guess there's a lot of churches there and stuff. Now you're going to see I'm going to be a little bit winded because I'm going uphill. And talking, going uphill, gives me a little bit of difficulty. Because, you know, you got, when you're walking and running and jogging, you got to have a rhythm to your steps. And my rhythm is just as bad as somebody that's tone deaf. Got none whatsoever. But I want to get, like, do like in the movies or whatever. I want to see like a squirrel give but 22 minutes in, all right, that's a good little walk. But I'll say before I get ready to turn on the blocks to get to my house. So that's about it. You might be asking me, or you're probably not, but I'm going to tell you anyway. When's my next video? I don't know. Could be another 6 months from now. But, que será. Be another update. We're getting ready. Again, it's been 8 months at the new job already. So, time is flying. Let's see what happens. But, guys, thank you for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, I'll do the typical YouTuber thing. Like, subscribe. You don't got to share it. It's entirely up to you. But talk to you guys later.